Welcome to our countdown of the top 5 batsmen of the 1990s, a golden era for cricket. These players not only dominated the game but also left an indelible mark on the sport. They were artists with the bat, magicians with the willow, and they could win matches with their individual brilliance. The 1990s was a decade of change in cricket, with the game evolving at a rapid pace. But one thing remained constant: the importance of batsmanship. And so we begin with, perhaps, the most worshipped cricketer of all time, Sachin Tendulkar. He was just a boy when he started in the late 80s, but by the 90s he was a global icon. Imagine the pressure of 1 billion people expecting you to deliver every time you walked out to bat. Sachin didn't just carry that pressure, he thrived on it. 239 matches in the decade, over 15,000 runs, 38 centuries. These numbers tell you the story of his dominance. But what the numbers don't tell you is the way he could change the game in a session. The bowlers knew it, the crowds knew it, and yet there was very little anyone could do about it. Sachin was that good. Brian Lara was elegance personified on the cricket field. His batting was like watching a beautiful dance, all grace and power. He could destroy bowling attacks with his stroke play, and he did it often. Who can forget his 375 against England in 1994? It was a record that stood for years, and a testament to his incredible talent. Lara was a match winner for the West Indies during a challenging era. He carried the hopes of a team in transition, and he did it with style and panache. He was a joy to watch, and his legacy as one of the greatest batsmen of all time is secure. Ricky Ponting, the punter? Ricky Ponting, or punter as he was fondly called, was different. He was all aggression, a fierce competitor who wanted to dominate every bowler he faced. He burst onto the scene in the late 90s and quickly established himself as a key player in the Australian lineup. His 18 centuries in the decade were a sign of things to come. What set Ponting apart was his unwavering self-belief. He backed himself to the hilt and played with an intensity that was almost intimidating. He was a leader on the field, and his aggressive approach set the tone for Australia's dominance in the years to come. Sanath Jayasuriya, the architect of carnage, talk about changing the game. Before Sanath Jayasuriya, ODI cricket was a slow burn. Then came this man from Matara, swinging his bat like a bludgeon and changing the way we looked at one-day cricket forever. He took on the best bowlers in the world, and more often than not, he came out on top. His assault on the Indian bowling attack in the 1996 World Cup is the stuff of legends. He was fearless, innovative, and a genuine match winner. He was the original six-hitting machine, and he paved the way for a new generation of attacking batsmen. Jacques Kallis, the Colossus. Jacques Kallis was the complete package. He was a brilliant batsman, a world-class bowler, and a safe pair of hands in the field. But it was his batting that set him apart. He was a classical batsman with a solid technique and the temperament to match. Kallis was the rock of the South African batting lineup, scoring runs consistently in both tests and ODIs. He was the backbone of the team, the man they could always rely on. He may not have been as flamboyant as some of the others on this list, but his impact on the game was just as significant. The Golden Boys of the 90s. These 5 batsmen not only defined the 1990s, but also laid the foundation for the modern game. They were artists, entertainers, and match winners. They were the reason millions tuned in to watch the game, and they rarely disappointed. Who is your favorite batsman from the 90s? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more cricket content.